It's very helpful for people to hear that they should make themselves competent and dangerous and take their proper place in the world.
Competent and dangerous? Why dangerous?
Because it's the alternative to being weak. And weak is not good.
By dangerous, that implies I should be ready to threaten someone, to hurt somebody.
No, you should be capable of it. But that doesn't mean you should use it. Those who have swords and know how to use them but keep them sheathed will inherit the world. That's a way better way of thinking about it. There's nothing to you otherwise. Like if you're not a formidable force, there's no morality in your self-control. If you're incapable of violence, not being violent isn't a virtue. Capacity for danger and the capacity for control is what brings about the virtue. Otherwise, you confuse weakness with moral virtue. I'm harmless, therefore I'm good. It's like, no, that isn't how it works. That isn't how it works at all. If you're harmless, you're just weak. And if you're weak, you're not going to be good. You can't be. Because it takes strength to be good. It's very difficult to be.
Good morning there, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms Prepping. So, are you dangerous? Are you capable? As the video stated, that doesn't mean you have to use it. It means you're capable. If you're not capable, you won't act. Quick update on the veggies. Look at the difference just since the video a few days ago. Look at these. Simple. I haven't touched them. I come in and talk to them. That's it. Everything is exploding as it should. Where's the one I wanted to show you? The green beans are taking off. I had one that was 3 or 4 inches long. Where the heck did they go? Oh well. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. But do what you can. Now let's get back to the video. So, I am not a violent man, but I am capable. You don't have to be extremely trained in many different facets of self-defense or martial arts or weapons to be capable to do whatever is necessary. It's got to be right here. Now, having as many skills as you can learn will definitely be an asset. I started taking karate when I was 5 years old because my dad is an instructor. 84 years old, still teaches 2 times a week. I took karate until I was 17. When I became 13, I began my wrestling career, and there was less time for karate, but I was learning more ways to subdue people without actually having to hurt or disable them. I didn't know it at the time. Karate is a discipline that teaches you self-discipline, extremely good for your flexibility, and it's a defensive art. Most of your other martial arts are offensive. Karate is different in that The discipline it teaches me hopefully allows me to talk or walk away from a situation before it develops too far. But with the eventuality that an aggressor against me decides not to see the error of their ways, not want to talk about it reasonably, not want to come to an agreement that takes care of whatever the issue is at the moment, then I can take whatever action is deemed necessary. Normally, people will take only that amount of action that is reasonably necessary to bring a situation under control. Once I got into jiu-jitsu and some MMA stuff, then got in my career in law enforcement, I learned many more ways to subdue people, or more if need be. I just kind of fell into all those things as my life and career advanced. They were part of that life and career. I wasn't even actually seeking them all out, but as my life moved on, I needed them to do what I wanted to do. Now, it used to be in this country that you could take whatever action was deemed necessary based on your common sense. And however it turned out, as long as you were acting in good faith and self-defense, that was the way it was. If something terrible happened to the other person, so be it. Sucks to be them. They started it. As we know, it ain't quite that way anymore. The Democrat regime are intentionally seeking out and prosecuting people who take any type of action to defend themselves, loved ones, or innocent people. This is all intentional. The criminals are coddled, not arrested. If they are, they're immediately released. They're put back on the streets to do exactly what they're doing. Create chaos, anarchy, terror, fear, and an atmosphere that you and I are not allowed to defend ourselves anymore. What will that create where the criminals are allowed to do whatever they want and you aren't allowed to take action to defend yourself or your family? We're being branded. Now, I am of the mindset that if someone I value, family, friends, loved ones, are being attacked, or myself, and I need to take immediate, decisive action, that's what's going to happen. How it turns out for whatever said scumbag decides to do will be on them. I fully understand there is a likelihood that in court proceedings, it may be me who suffers the consequences. I have come to the determination that so be it. Now, I am not going to take lethal action against some piece of shit shoplifter or purse snatcher or something like that. Having been trained in law and misdemeanors and felonies and all that kind of stuff, it would have to be someone putting my life or the life of someone I'm with in danger immediately, or I am allowed to act if I see someone in the act of committing a felony, that would cause harm or death or very serious property damage. Say, for instance, you see some scumbag walking around a apartment building, warehouse, whatever. Can of gas, dumping it on the ground, and you see him getting ready to light it up. Well, someone could say, you can't shoot and kill him. He was just going to burn down a building. Yes, he was. Yes, I can legally do that. How do you know there's no one inside the building? The night cleaning crew, the night work shift, an after hours party. You don't know. You have to assume there are humans inside the building who don't know what's going on and could be killed. If the criminal doesn't know there's people in there, that does not absolve him of the felon crime he's committing. If he knows there are people in there and he's still doing it, he may not even be doing it with the intention of killing the people in there. But the fact he knows they're in there and did it anyway, thinking they'll hear the smoke alarm, whatever, they'll get out the back door, nobody will be hurt, but then they don't get out. Sorry, you're liable. Even if you didn't know they're in there and you burn the building down and they die, you're liable. Okay? That's the way the criminal justice system is supposed to work. But back to your personal defenses and choices you are very likely soon going to have to make. How soon and how often is also likely dependent on where you live. If you live in a cesspool shithole city, you've probably already had opportunity or multiple opportunities to take evasive action, choose to take action, or be involved in an altercation. Hopefully not, but it is the law of the land there, isn't it? I'm out in the middle of nowhere. It's highly likely that I'm not going to have to worry about having to take decisive action until well after an SHTF has occurred, and then only if looting scumbags have the means to get way out where I am or the desire, then all bets are off. And of course, there could be other people, suits and tie kind of people or something, that decide that what I got going and what I want to do and what I'm not going to do go against their ideological beliefs. That will end as it will end. But you must be capable. You must know, and some of you never will until you actually have to do it. There's lots of people that can say right now, I could do whatever it takes to defend my family and myself. Really? If you've never done it, how do you know? Have you ever had to drop down on someone, issue a warning, and be prepared to make a decision should they refuse? Probably not. Have you ever actually had a confrontation on a street with a knife-wielding piece of shit scum, and you have your wife and your children with you, or you're just by yourself? No. The average person has never had an encounter of any kind, except maybe a little verbal tete-a-tete. We won't know what we're fully capable of until we actually have to do it. Training brings about an ability to know when to stop, to know the amount that is reasonably necessary to quell a situation. It's when we act above and beyond what was deemed reasonably necessary to take care of a situation while everyone can be safe is where we get in trouble. Because the amount deemed reasonably necessary is going to be decided by 12 people who've probably never been in a situation like you are. Never had any training, never had their life in danger, and odds are, ideologically, they will be on the complete ends of the spectrum as you. I can guarantee you, if I ever end up on the witness stand defending myself, my entire social credit history will be brought up, proving that I was looking for this confrontation because I'm a toxic, masculine, white, racist, white, bigoted, white, extremist, nationalist, white, conservative, Christian, white guy. So, what do? Well, you get yourself some training if you can. Even if it's learning just some submission holds where you can grab and hold someone so nobody's getting hurt while it gives others a chance to step in and help you. Learning discipline, learning to control our tempers. Everything adds up. But, people, we need to learn that soon we are going to be put in situations where we need to protect ourselves, our loved ones, or take action for the country. That's all I got for now. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.